show and a sold-out Madison Square Garden.
Thousands of gigs, millions of fans.
You can't explain it. You can't experience it.
Sist nås vi av nyheten att det svenska succébandet Swedish House Mafia lägger ner.
Swedish House Mafia have today announced their breakup.
They put a thing up on their website saying it was no more.
Axwell, Steve Angelo, and Sebastian Ingrosso.
That their next tour is their final one.
I don't know. We all love them. I don't know why they would end it.
Det är löjligt. De borde fortsätta. De kan bli bättre.
Gotta move on. Gotta make new things.
Maybe they'll rejoin. Who knows?
Swedish House Mafia have just released the tickets to their one last tour. 50 shows in 26 countries.
Det är bara just att komma in i den här turnén. Liksom. Man måste komma in och vara uppvärmd.
There are obviously reasons to why they're breaking up the band. I mean, how are they going to keep it together for that whole world tour?
Leave the world behind you. Swedish House Mafia just sold out Madison Square Garden in 9 minutes.
Hi, Joe. It's JoJo on the radio in the studio with the infamous Swedish House.
Their look, they're just unique from anything else in the industry. And they made house music popular.
They'll say two minds are better than one. Well, how about three minds? You know, it like puts you in a good mood, lifts your spirits up.
Their own individual styles, the way they've come together as a group.
They're so excited. The stage is built of 26 Kinesis motors that are holding up 3 flying video screens.
2 in the front, 1 in the back, so it pushes all the energy out front where all the people are. They're very powerful.
That's a lot of laser.
Yeah, it says about 800 LED panels on there.
It's so bright.
It's probably the most elaborate pyrotechnics these guys have ever had on any tour.
These are the PRG Bad Boys. We have 3, 1 for each guy on stage.
It's going to be an assault on all senses.
We're going around all these parts with your best friends and just having fun and explore, playing the biggest venues around the world. This is a dream come true.
I'm looking forward to like hanging out, really, with all of the guys. I'm sure we're gonna have some fun.
I'm just happy we're traveling the world together and that we're gonna see this and we're gonna do this once and for all, you know, just go out with a bang and just do this.
Fan vad bra det var! Det är helt jävla stört!
Swedish House Mafia är legender. De finns i mitt hjärta, i mitt blod, allting.
Swedish House Mafia, det går inte att de lägger ner. Heaven's got a plan for you. Don't you worry now.
You're back right.
My father started a record company, '89, Plump House and Loop Records. They released a lot of deep tech house, techno, acid house. I fell in love with the energy and the intense, you know, the whole like, oh my God, what's happening? Something happened to my body. You know, with the beats coming in and the bass drum and the tombs and everything building up to something that I never heard before. And it was something new. I felt that someday people will feel this. People will love this, because I can't be wrong. So my mission was to find other people doing what I did. I'm gonna tell you how I met Steve. He was a DJ, he was a hip-hop DJ. You know, we would hang out with the same people and we grew in, you know, to each other. We saw like, man, we have the same interest. And he had 2 turntables before anyone, because you couldn't get the Technics 1210s anywhere. I always bought vinyls and went to him to listen to it, because I didn't have a vinyl player. So he was just like, man, this music, you need to stop listening to this music. It's fucking annoying. It's just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I have orange pants and like my hair in a Batman t-shirt that was glowing in the dark, standing and jumping in his room, and he was just sitting there smoking weed with his, you know, baggy pants and the whole swag that Steve kind of has, you know.
A lot of energy, you know. He was always very happy and very funny, and he always wanted to do stuff. You know, he had like, spikes and buffaloes and, you know, this little rave kid.
And he made like hip-hop beats. I was just partying and kind of like coming into my puberty and drinking beer, and he just wanted to work. Then we went to my father's office. I had just got this CD. It's called Homework by Daft Punk. And I saw in Steve's face that something happened, and the same thing that happened to me when I was a kid and was listening to this techno.
And when I heard this the first time, I was so shocked.
And he's just like, man, I don't know what happened, but I got a musical orgasm listening to this. I remember me and him, you know, coming into the same world, from hip-hop to techno, and we met.
Music-making software. Nerds, much like myself, would get together and make a demo, which meant a programmer would program the most advanced possible stuff he could on a screen, like make a square spin, and that would be like, oh my God. And then you would have a guy making music to this, and this was a demo. Basically, computer nerd music, demo music, is amateur versions of techno and trance. And the better I got and the better computers got, the more it started to sound like the real thing. You can find it. It's really fast and actually sounding quite amateurish.
I remember hearing the drums in that song. It was funky, it was groovy.
Well, we met at a restaurant. He was just some kid that came in and just like, why is he coming in like being all, boy, say hello, just...
Oh my God, you are that guy. I just heard your song in Stonebridge Studio, it's amazing. And I remember Axel just looking at me like, what is this guy talking about? You know, he was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
He was very flamboyant. I guess the Italian in him was very apparent.
Well, I'm like, do you have a studio in Stockholm? Like, yeah, I'm gonna come down tomorrow. What's your number?
He's a bit pushy guy. He's a bit weird, you know?
I'm coming there at 3.
But you have to bear in mind, I came from south of Sweden and was very low-key, you know, just very calm and Swedish, I guess.
I grab some music, I take Steve with me, and I go to the studio.
And you know, when you met somebody that was into dance music, it's like, if you all of a sudden let 2 dogs into a room, they start like smelling each other's asses and running around in a circle a little bit. We were like, wow, oh, you're also into dance music? Oh, wow, you know, so then we had to become best friends there at the spot. The more you think about it, the more you realize how big of a step dance music has taken. We could never go into Madison Square Garden 10 years ago. They would say we're fucking out of our heads. You know, and all of a sudden we can play any stadium in the world.
Close your mind, open your heart. Always, always.
I love Russia.
Who quits when they're at the top?
What do we do after this? You know, it doesn't get bigger than this. So that would mean repeating ourselves.
So we were like, the biggest change we could do right now is to stop.
So even though, yes, it's really early, and it might not be the best decision ever made in this world, it's still exciting.
It's going to be very sad, obviously, but also a little bit, finally, in a weird way.
You know, it is an end, but it's also a fucking amazing final.
On your mark.
We went to Australia. We rented a big house on the water, and we were like, we're gonna try and do Don't You Worry Child.
Vad vann
Är det varmt nu?
Jag skojar du?
Ja, det vet fan.
33 grader de satt den på nu.
Okej. De säger att det finns fett med hajar här att man absolut inte ska bada.
Då gör vi inte det.
Man vill göra musik som låter som det här ser ut. Tror du vi kan göra musik som låter som det här ser ut? Ja. Bara, hur låter det här? Ja, ni ska nog upp några då. Dun, 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 dun. En till upp då. En till upp.
Där. Funderar på att bara göra beatsen nu fan.
Fett som fan alltså.
Ja, det är skitfett.
Tar de när de funkar.
Vi tar de här alla tre, bara lägg in dem så skönt. Alltså att...
Så det spelar typ så. Nu försvunna medlemmen tillbaks. Jag visste att det skulle ta så tid.
Men sämst idé ju.
Och tatuera mig?
Ja.
Men vi har ju sagt för 3 månader sedan på e-mail att jag skulle göra det.
Jo, men vi sitter ju här och jobbar ju.
Ja, men...
Ja, men det suger ju lite ändå.
Du var inte skit på det. Du var inte en av dina bästa.
Skitsamma. Vi kör nu på jobba.
We felt that we've taken it somewhere in the right direction. But we didn't really get that far And then we had to leave. At the same time, things were not really going so well with Swedish House Mafia.
We sit with the set tomorrow then. Alltså jag vill inte så här skjuta fram någonting, men jag känner bara att det blir lite stressigt nu.
Because you're playing, you have to go. So.
Alltså jag kan skita i det. Alltså det här är ju viktigare. Vår show är ju viktigare, men jag kan också göra det imorgon. Du kan sätta allting på mig imorgon. Jag sätter på Gud, jag gör det.
There's a lot of stuff that everybody puts time and effort in that doesn't get credited for. If I go to 6,000 meetings about something, I'm not going to put it up on a spreadsheet, you know. Seb dropped out of many studio sessions for reasons, but I've never accounted him for that and been like, oh, you didn't show up, so you're not gonna. I don't care. We're in this together.
You know what? We already had the best time with Swedish House Mafia, so why not just leave it there? Because we know that we're not gonna commit in the end of the day.
We don't want to have some sort of group that's half-assing it. I feel like nobody's pushing anything further. We don't want to mess up our friendship because we're angry at each other for not working enough. And then actually, I dropped what I've been thinking for a bit. How about we quit Swedish House Mafia?
Swedish House Mafia forever in my heart. Assholes, you don't care about your fans. Something died in me. Faggots. Swedish House Mafia breakup is death of house music. You guys rewarding your fans in this matter, frågetecken. Now I think my biggest hobby and biggest interest in life has died. Damn, I'm really fucking sad. Why? No, please don't.
The call I got, which was like, we're gonna break up, fuck this shit. It's evil. It got so big, so fast. It's only real if you all mean it, and you all really love each other. But the energy is no longer pure. And so, One Last Tour was born.
The success of Swedish House Mafia is something no one can deny. You've released hit tracks, played sold-out arenas across the globe. Aren't you afraid of the future without SHM?
Not really. I mean, we are here now and enjoying the moment right now, and I'm just looking forward to what's going to happen next, you know?
There's no sort of big scheme or plan.
Exactly.
We've always done what we do and release our stuff and play big events individually.
We just see this as an end of an amazing journey that we've done together as friends, and you know, it just feels right.
We all saw an end to the limbo. We were like, we need to do this. And we got really excited about ending the band. And that then led to us announcing Milton Keynes Bowl as our last show in the UK.
We said in an interview that, yes, we're premiering our last single there.
So that kind of set a time schedule to finish that fucker. Because if we told 60,000 people they're gonna hear Don't You Worry Child at our show, we better fucking finish it.
Lovely, well, great to meet you guys. You've played some massive shows. What makes this one so special?
It's our last Swedish House Mafia show in the UK.
Still on the subject of your tracks, can you confirm that your next single is going to be Don't You Worry Child?
Yes.
So for the last time ever in the UK, Milton Keynes makes some noise. The Swedish House
Nu kommer den. Så. Ser du? The winds have spoken.
This is further call for British Airways 223 to Washington. This flight is now boarding gate.
Hej! 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 Vad stor! Vem är det? Titta! Want a flower?
Får aldrig åka bort.
Wassa! Haha, jag älskar dig. Puss också. Annars?
Ja.
Haha! Nikhil, when was the first time I came to India?
2007.
It was so different and the energy was so amazing that I was just like, wow, this is something else. I have to come here more often.
The scene that we have in India today with millions of fans of dance music, this guy's fault. He started it.
An old friend of mine.
I think Axel is going to be surprised by the number of fans he has in India now compared to what was going on in 2007.
I would like to hear the go crazy and hear the music like it should on.
Was the time when looking through my father's eyes.
I mean, there's so many fucking people here to see them right now.
I don't know, I've got a special, connect with them. So when I see them play, I get a special feeling, which I don't get, when I see other DJs play. So.
I'm basically the chairwoman of Swedish House Mafia. They are kind of like my second family, I suppose. I rang Steve Angelo, can I book you? Can I do some stuff with you? He was like, sure. I also called Axwell. Steve introduced me to Sebastian. I just remember that they had swagger, especially Steve. especially Steve. I think they knew they could have swagger because they knew their music was so fucking good. They knew, you know, they knew what they were hearing externally, they knew what they were making, and they were kind of like, yeah, listen to that.
Så där låter det. Precis, och du är?
Steve Angelo.
Okej, bra. Kommentarer? Fett alltså.
Axel, vad har du att säga då?
In the beginning, there was house. In the end, there is house. And in the middle, there is Axel.
I think some of us made some mistakes, and the fact that we haven't been able to sit down and say sorry to each other is a tragedy. But I also think that even if we said sorry, I don't think it would fix it. And I think that we all want to be happy more than we want to be in Swedish House Mafia.
We're pleased to have with us today the members of Swedish House Mafia, Axwell, Steve Angelo, and Sebastian Ingrosso, to help us light the Empire State Building.
Hello, New York. This is actually the first time we visit the Empire State Building, and what an awesome way to visit it in, you know, having it lit up in the Swedish colors.
Det börjar liksom påsen börjar knytas ihop på något sätt, sakta. Det är liksom, det börjar bli liksom mer emotionellt än vad det var i början. För att det var inte riktigt nära slutet i början. Så även om det var sista gången vi spelade någonstans så hade vi så långt kvar. Så det var inte en tankeställare efter varje gig.
Ångrar du?
Ibland.
Här går Sebastian Ingrosso runt. And look now. I'm Swedish House Mafia. Ta-da!
Can we have a picture before you all go on and get
With your badass outfit. Yeah.
You need to soft down a big way.
I'm saying it's good.
He said it's my best outfit ever, especially if I added oil. I mean, I'm just saying, that's not right.
Where was you put the oil? 1, 2, 1. Alex, vem är du? Sebastian. Och vem är du?
We needed Axe to be the guy that always was there. And I, myself, pretty bad in the beginning. Partying and like taking maybe Axe and Steve for granted a little bit. I can be with this fucking people here at this after party. They would fix that. And then 4 years later, I woke up and like, what have I done? But you know, this year and the year before, I've been working my ass off to prove to both Axe and Steve that, you know, I wanted to give something back to them for how many years they have been there and got my back.
What's up? You want to party? What's up?
She's like, but I'm Paris Hilton. I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
You want to call us? I'm just so hyped. Wow, I'm gonna fuck this nightclub in the pussy.
The dreams we have, the love we share, this is what we're waiting for.
You got swag.
has never seen so much people smile.
Yeah.
In the crowd, they're like.
Who can say that they have been playing drums at Madison Square Garden? I can.
I took off my earplugs. It was great. I took a vodka shot because it was so great.
So take a vodka shot.
Yeah, like this big.
Wow.
I needed to.
If it continues like this, by the end of the tour, we'll be back to doing coke, just getting hammered all the time.
Yeah, I think so too. We're gonna like the last show, like back to start again.
Why not?
Why the fuck not?
I'll always be their friend, you know, obviously. But it's just not the same work-wise anymore. We had an amazing thing, and it's always sad to see things go that you loved.
But look at us now, we've endured. We have this thing to look back on, and I think that's something that I would like to treasure. Gracefully, we will have a friendship, you know, we will have a graceful friendship.
It's sad, you know, when you think about it, but it's also very beautiful because we made something together and we were best friends and we took this journey together and we've been there for each other. And so, I mean, it's not this little thing just in the end of not committing to things that breaks the fucking faces and hitting each other with, you know, knives. But that's what we want, you know.
can do louder! I think I speak for all of us when I say thank you for this great journey that you've given us. All the places we've been, all the love we got.
can't describe how I feel right now. I'm so sad.
It's like happy but sad.
At the same time.
Madison Square Garden, Barclays. I only go to my brothers that many times, you understand? Vibes is strong, energy.
I'm never getting over that ever, okay? I'm never the best night of my life.
It was sad to see them leave though.
Well, they're gonna be fine. Like
They meet individually, yeah, they're gonna be great. But it'd be nice to stay together, but whatever. Maybe they'll come back one day.
I think they should listen to the people and stay together. Because everyone loves them, and it is a great group of people.
Don't you worry now.
There was the best thing happened in my entire life. The best thing.
Human beings can't take emotion out of me, but Swedish House Mafia apparently can.
I can die happy. I can die happy.
We are still the Swedish House Mafia. Who's gonna say? Who's gonna free? Who's gonna make? Can you and I? Who's gonna say? Who's gonna free? We're gonna save the world tonight.
You know that we care, you know that we reign, and then we love you!
There was a time I used to look into my father's eyes. In a happy home, I was a king, I had a golden throne. Those days are gone, now they're memories on the wall. I hear the songs from the places where I was born. Upon that hill across the blue